Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeesh.
Good morning.
Do you remember on Friday, ladies and gentlemen, when I said we would be hustling and then after that, nice weekend to rest and then we back at it again on Monday? Well, we back at it again on Monday, I'm just saying. We back at it again on Monday because we called 7 baggers so far, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, let me get DARE up here. Yeesh, because we called DARE. And it ran up a nice 267%. Well, actually, now it's 281. But, yeah, who am I to judge? Need a pen. Let me get a pen. A pen. There we go. Pen. Good. DARE now. 281%. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Let's make sure that we are live on the YouTubes. Let's make sure. Okay. Boom. All right. All right. Hold on one sec. Let's get ourselves all set up here. Alright. Announcements. Alright. Let me just make the announcements, ladies and gents. Let me make the announcements. And then we will be off to the races, folks. Off to the races. Yeesh. Alright. Alright. Alright, there we go. Okay. Here we are. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I did. I know I did, ladies and gentlemen. I got to go to the beach, got to have some shrimps, some steaks. Got to relax. You know how it is. You know how it is, ladies and gents. Just chilling. Yeesh. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Let me make sure we got this. Boom. Right there. Okay. Make sure that everybody gets the messages over here. Boom. Okay, that's Discord. Yeesh. Good. Alright. But yeah, how was you guys this weekend? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how your weekend was. I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know how your weekend was, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Yeesh. I want to know how your weekend was, ladies and gentlemen. How was your weekends? Me, I got to chill, got to spend time with the family. You know how it goes. Got to chill out and do some, get some chilling done. Play some video games with some friends, all sorts of good stuff. Yeesh. All right. Let's see here. Let me just get everything on X. Let's see. here. All right, there we go. There we go. Boom. Boom, right there. Get everything all set up on X.com. There we go. Boom, right there. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Paste that. Let's make sure that we're all set on Twitter or X.com. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, good, good, good. All right. Let's take a look at Twitch. All right. There we go. All set. All right. Let's take a look at Facebook. Make sure everything's good there. Should be fine. But just in case, you know. Okay. There we go. There we are. Let's see how Instagram's looking. All good, all good, all good. All right. All right. Here we go. It's posting and we're good. All right, let's get this started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around in the tall weeds and the high trees and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Sometimes we send her off to RBs where she watches videos of puppies and kitties. And you know, we throw her in the stock market, she'll find them ABCDs. She ended up calling OP and SDST and SQFT and WINT, as well as ALBT. We call her DBL Moms. There we go. All right. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. Like the way I incorporated the whole stock thing into it. Nice. All right. So that's what we got going on so far, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on so far. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified of new videos uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord where you can get all of our picks early, the link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, folks. Just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we called quite a few stocks today. We called 7, count them, 7 baggers today. Hang on 1 second. Let me just put this up over here. Boom. All right. 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make sure we got everything here. Yeah, we called 7 baggers today, ladies and gentlemen. It was crazy. I love it. Love it. Can never get enough of it. You know what I mean? Oh, 1 sec. We called 7 baggers today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we called OP 162%, SDST 100%, SQFT 216%, WINT 146%, SONN 380%, DARE 281%, and ALBT 167%. So, ladies and gentlemen, we called quite a few baggers today. We called quite a few baggers this morning. We called a total of 7 so far. 7 baggers. 7 baggers. You know how it is. And who knows? Maybe we could find bagger number 8. Let's see. You know, we could find bagger number 8 somewhere. Yeah, why not? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I don't know. I'm doing it for the love of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. So, yeesh. Let's just make sure that we got everything all set to go here. And yeah, we're looking good, looking good. Okay. Okay. So, let's get started with DARE. DARE. Now, DARE had a massive price spike earlier this morning. It ran up 281%. It did have some news that positive interim phase 3 results highlighted the potential of Ovaprene, novel hormone-free contraceptive. And then, of course, they had some insider buying news in the form of an 8K. So that came out. And let's take a look at their float and volume. The float is 8.43 million. Volume is higher than that at 13 million and change. So the volume is a lot higher than the float. I like that. The float is reasonable. Volume is higher than the float. Loving that. Loving it. Loving it. All right. So let's take a look at some support and resistance lines over here. Let's get them started up here. Boom. Right here. All right. So we got the support lines at 226, 393, 524, 617, 709, and 823. And then you got resistance over here at $10.07. That's what we got going on so far. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated over here. Bop. We're going to see, and we saw a nice little shoot up over here. And then it had a nice little path going and over here. A little bit of a pennant forming here. It has to break through that pennant for it to continue to be somewhat schmexy to mirror. You know what I mean? Has to be schmexy to mirror. But, you know how it is. Has to hold 823, break through the pennant, and then break through $10.07 for it to continue to be schmexy. Because while it was a nice high of 281%, it is now 238. So we'll have to see what happens. It has to curl, ladies and gentlemen. It has to curl. And it has the volume for it, but it is a bit overbought in the RSI. So you got that going on. You do have that going on right there. So that's what we have, ladies and gentlemen. So far, though, DARE looks like it's trying to keep fighting its way up. It looks like it's trying to. It has a bit of a top tail over here. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. Yes, we like the bottom tails. Shane Fox says, good morning, fam. Any hope for RNI? Let me see. Let me take a look. Let's take a look at RNI. Let's see what we got here for RNI. All right, so RNI. Currently with RNI, as of now, it has been quite a bit choppy. It has been quite choppy as of late. So, had a nice shoot up over here. Let me get the graffiti pencil. Bop. Had a nice shoot up over here, but formed a double top, went back down, formed a bit of a pennant over here. Curled up off the pennant over here. Bop, right there. Shot up all the way over here. Then made another pennant over here. You know, you got that going on right there. But it didn't just do that. Actually, it went down here. So very, very choppy in terms of price action so far. But we could continue. Let's see. Made a bit of a descending wedge and then started consolidating a little bit. Started consolidating over here. And then after that, curled up over here. And then dropped back down. It has been below the VWAP as well. So we got that going on. RNI did have some news earlier this morning. At 12:15 a.m. this morning, there was a notice of effectiveness form effect, and Rainy Therapeutics, which is the name of the company, and Progen announced late-breaking presentation at Endo 2025 demonstrating a bioequivalence of novel biospecific GLP-1, GLP-2 receptor agonist delivered orally via rain pill compared to a subcutaneous delivery. So you got that going on. As far as the float, let's take a look at the float here. The float is pretty heavy at 28.2 million, but the volume is a lot heavier at 44 million and change. So it does have some good volume. The float is a bit high. It's a bit heavy, but it does have some good volume. But again, it's also below the VWAP and very, very consolidated right now. So it would need to seriously make some nice moves up. Let me get some support and resistance lines up here for you. Boom. And boom, right over here. So let's take a look over here. You got support at 64 cents. Oh, let me actually scoot this down a little bit. You got support at 64 cents, 75, and that's pretty much it. 75 cents, 85 cents, 91 cents, 97 cents, 105 and 118 are all resistance lines. So it would have a very long ways to go before it can really start going anywhere. It's currently up 14%. It is currently less than $1 in terms of the share price, which is fine. It is what it is. But again, very consolidated, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very consolidated as of now. Would need to break through the VWAP and has to break through all these levels up here for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. But right now, not feeling it, ladies and gents. You know how it is. But yeah, it's not something I personally like. But you know, not stock advice. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyway, so Waldog says an SDST 47 cents. Let's go. Waldog needs a bag. Yes, sir, Waldog. Good stuff, man. Yeah, you need a bag. You get that bag, brother. You get that bag. Let's take a look at SDST. All right. SDST currently looks like it's forming a bit of, well, not really a cup and handle, but it is in a nice little cup shape, so that's pretty interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look over here. Let's zoom in the room a little bit. It has been on a very choppy uptrend, but it has been on an uptrend, SDST. So it has been moving up quite a bit. I like it so far. Let's see what we got going on. It is on a bit of a choppy uptrend. Got to remember that. So you got that going on. SDST, yes, we did actually. It ran up a nice 100%. So yeah, currently SDST did have a nice high of 100%. It was one of our baggers earlier this morning. And yeah, pretty much we've been chilling with it there. So as of now, currently SDST is above the VWAP. It is a bit overbought on the RSI, but that's okay. Nothing crazy. Let's take a look at some of the news. It doesn't have any news to note, but it does have a higher float, which we don't normally try to call high float stocks. You know, float is 27 million and change, but the volume is 83. Actually, no, now 84 million and change. So the volume's a lot higher than the float. Loving it so far. It has a bit of a top tail that's got a breakthrough over here, but we don't like top tails. We like the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We like the bottom tails. So let me actually get some support and resistance lines over here, because got that going on right there. We got that going on. Okay. Boom. Up here. Oh, hold on. Up over. Yeah. Let me actually make it over. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, what do we got so far? So far, as far as support goes, you got 25 cents, 31 cents, 35 cents, 39 cents, 42 cents, and 46 cents. Those are all support lines, and 52 cents is the resistance line. It looks like it's trying to break through. It looks like it was having a nice climb upward, but again, it's one of those things where it has to break through a couple of smaller lines as well. Like, take a look over here. Bop, right there. You got the double top right over here. A little bit of a double top. Has to hold that 46 cent mark. Has to hold it. Right now it's tapping that 46 cent mark support line. We don't like that. We need it to curl up a little bit. It needs to curl up. But yes, congratulations, Waldog. Congrats on that bag, brother. Congrats on that bag. I hope you get more bags in the future. MGRM, by the way, is now our 8th bagger, because MGRM, it has come to my attention, has just run 106%. So MGRM, another stock at 8%. So let's take a look at MGRM.
Called at 7:12 a.m. this morning.
Yeesh, we called MGRM at 7:12 this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, MGRM has a lot of news. So far, has a lot of news. So there's a couple things here. MGRM stock alert actually had Halper Sade LLC investigating whether the sale of Monogram Technologies Inc. was fair to the shareholders, and the identity firm investigated whether or not it was obtaining Monogram Technologies was obtaining a fair price for the public shareholders. They didn't have really much good news, so it was very interesting to see this stock. We called it earlier this morning, and it did run. It ran up a nice 108%, but then they started getting bad news, and stock price went down. But let's take a look at the support and resistance lines over here. Right? We called it before it really had any of this news, because this news literally just came out within the past hour. We called it a couple hours ago, honestly. So we called this about an hour ago, and then this news came out over here. So the float for the stock is 25.66 million. Volume is 3.2 million. It's not liking that too much, ladies and gentlemen. Not liking that too much. So as of now, not a fan of the stonk. It is also forming a bit of a double top here. So unless I can break through that double top, it doesn't really have much hope of being schmexy to me. You know what I mean? So we shall see what happens. Did have a bit of a top tail over here. Had a bit of a gap up as well. And it is above the VWAP currently. It is above the VWAP. Has to break through that 659 mark over there. And also it is a bit overbought on the RSI so far. So you got that going on, ladies and gentlemen. You got that going on. All right. So that's what we have going on. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the different stunk. Let's take a look at GNLN. GNLN. Hey, look, if it ran up 100%, it ran up 100%. So let's take a look at what we called here. Actually, let me get my pen so I can rewrite some stuff here as well. Because now I'm starting to run out of paper, ladies and gentlemen. Starting to run out of paper. You know how it is, ladies and gentlemen, when you start running out of paper from all the baggers you're getting. All right, so we called DARE, that one, right, SONN, 380, all right, DARE, 281, all right, and then after that, we got SQFT. That stonk ran up a nice 260%. By the way, let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's share it up, by the way, ladies and gents.
Share.
Yes, and also be sure to check out that 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99. Link join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We already called 8, ladies and gentlemen. The day is still young. Shane says, thank you for the update. Yes, no problem, brother. No problem at all. Our pleasure, man. Our pleasure. Yeah, let's see over here. SQFT 216%. And then after that, we called ALBT. ALBT. That one ran up a nice 167%. Let's see. OP. That one ran up 162%. All right, and then WINT, that one ran up a nice 146%. And then over here, you got 146, MGRM. 108%, and then you got SDST 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 117. Okay. Just hit 117. Okay, my. I take a look. I look away for 5 seconds, and already SDST is moving. Okay. Oh, we did a video on it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Little video going on. Video. All right, so we actually did do a video last night on SDST last night, and on Friday night. I apologize. So we called it, what, 2-3 days prior to it running like this? Wow. Okay. All right. Also, SDST has a bit of a double top over here. Needs to break through that double top for it to be so much schmexy to me. But it did have a nice movement.
Is moving.
SDST is moving, ladies and gentlemen. It is moving currently. It has new support and resistance line over here. So it's got support at 48 cents, resistance at 55 cents. So you got that going on, ladies and gentlemen. You got that going on. All right. And currently, it has to break through that 55-cent mark for it to really be so much maxi to me, because it did form a bit of a double top over here. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gents. We shall see what happens. SDST called it earlier, now up 117%. 117%, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happen. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Let's review. We call SONN ran 380%, DARE 281%, SQFT 216%, ALBT 167%, OP 162%, WINT 146%, MGRM 108%, and SDST 117%. And we did a video on SDST prior to it running 117%, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, I'm just saying, we're just made different. Just made different. And the early bird gets the cash. Because, yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. So GNLN, by the way, seems to be moving a little bit. Let's see what GNLN's doing.
Could be next bagger, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, it is up 94%. 94%, ladies and gentlemen. 94% so far. Could it be the next bagger? Could it be the next bagger? Let's see. Oh, 105. There we go. 105%. New bagger. Another one. Another one. That's all I'm saying, man. Another one. GNLN. Another one. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. What was it? 100?
105%.
105%. All right. And we actually did call GNLN. Let's see. GNLN. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We called it earlier this morning. Earlier in this morning. We called it earlier this morning. Yeesh. All right. Yeah. Called it around 3 in the morning. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we called it at 3 in the morning. Hey, okay. All right. I can't be mad. Can't be mad at that. Can't hate on that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Hey, it be like that, man. It do be like that sometimes. So, GNLN, another stunk that we called, ran up 105%. Hey, look, it be like that. And it has news that Green Lane selects joint commerce as its B2C e-commerce digital marketing platform. Let's take a look at the float and volume. The float is 1.39 million. Volume is 2.09 million. So, the float is actually is pretty reasonable. Volume is higher than the float, so you can never go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go wrong with it. But yeah, ladies and gents, that's what we got going on so far. GNLN moving nicely. Moving very, very nicely. Yeesh. All right. So, currently now, it is going back down, but it did have that nice shot up. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Sneezed. It gets a little dusty sometimes. But, yes, GNLN ran up a nice 105%. And now SDST seems to be moving. Oh my. Okay, SDST. Okay. Now 142%, ladies and gentlemen. 144. There we go. All right, hit a new high. Hit a new high, SDST. We did a video on it last night. On YouTube. You can find that on our YouTube channel. You can check it out. Link.
156.
Be sure to check it out. 156. Ooh, 156. 156. Okay, 156. 156. 156, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Oh my. Oh my. I love it when it breaks through my my true support resistance lines here.
Going on. Let's get to 200.
Yeah, let's get to 200, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that share party going. Let's get that share party going, and be sure to check out that 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $199. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. Yeesh. All right, there we go. Let me turn off the watch. Boom. All right. So now that's done, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my watcher's over here. You know how it is. But, ladies and gents, that's what we got going on over there. That is what we got going on. And, oh, it looks like it moved up further. SDST moved up further. 166. All right. 166, 168. There we go. 168. All right. 168%. Now it has to break through the 68-cent mark. But yes, it hit 168%. 168. 168%, ladies and gentlemen. 168%. So, that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, SDST currently up 168%. Now it has a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. DB on moms, we like the bottom tails. We like the bottom tails. That's what we like. Bottom tails. Yes. SDST looking nice and schmexy. Looking nice and schmexy right now. Yeah. But now it's forming a bit of a top tail, so we don't like the top tails. DB on moms, we like the bottom tails. So, we're going to be chilling out with that right now. We're going to be chilling with that. But let's go over what we got going on so far, ladies and gentlemen. So far, we got SONN 380%. Actually, look, let's start from lowest to highest. GNLN 105%, MGRM 108%, WINT 146%, OP 162%, ALBT 167%, SDST, which we did a video on, 168%. SQFT 216%, DARE 281%, and SONN 380%. And if you want access to our beautiful pre-market picks, where we, as well as our picks where we basically, you know, we say what we're looking at there, you know, do all that good stuff. We're taking a look at, you know, these stunks and stuff like that. You know, sometimes we make our calls. We got our scanner going on, all that beautiful stuff, all that beautiful jazz, ladies and gentlemen. You can find that there by clicking the 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $199. I'd like to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. Again, be sure to check it out, ladies and gents. Check it out, because you know what, you can come and get it while supplies last, because hey, who knows, ladies and gentlemen, might not be lasting that much longer. You never know. Hang on one second. All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. Oop, looks like it's moving again. SDST 175. Okay, there we go. 176. There we go. Okay, all right. I look away for 5 seconds and already you're up 176%. 176%. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. 176. There we go. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. All right, 176, ladies and gentlemen. Could it continue to curl? Hey, look, I mean, hey, if it's curling, it's curling. You know what I mean? Can't hate on that. And we did a video on SDST. We did a video on SDST, man. It's going crazy. Yeesh, we did a video on SDST. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Yeesh, SDSD currently up 176%. That was the high so far, ladies and gentlemen. That was the high. And we're still going up here. We're still going crazy. You know what I mean? Still going crazy. Give me just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. I'm back, ladies and gents. So, what's going on right here? Hold on one second. SDST had a nice 176% run. One very nice, very beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Yeesh. More money, ladies and gentlemen. More money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going on. Let's get to 200. All right, because it looks like SDST might be trying to curl up again a little bit. It looks like it's trying to. Looks like it's really trying to. You know what I mean? Looks like it's really, really trying. So, we shall see what happens there. We shall see what happens. Yeesh. We shall see what happens. All right. So, yeah. That's what we got going on. That is what we got going on. All right. Oh, looks like it's going higher. SDST. SDST. Looks like it's going higher. 176, 178. There we go. Come on now.
Ramp.
All right. Come on now. It's 178. That was it. Come on. It probably went higher than that. It probably went higher than that. It just like flicked upward there a little bit. It flicked upward there a little bit. Now it has to hold at 60 cents or break through 71 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looks like it's moving and grooving. SDST doesn't have any news, but let's check the floating volume, ladies and gentlemen. Let me check that floating volume real quick. Let me check that. Let me check that. The float is 27.04 million. Pretty heavy float, but the volume is a lot higher at 127.51 million. So, hey, I mean, the volume is a heck of a lot higher. It's a heck of a lot higher, ladies and gentlemen. Whoo-wee! Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeesh. So we're just chilling right now. Chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain. Because SDST is looking beautiful. Beautiful. Ladies and gents, beautiful. Yeesh. All right. All right. So, look at that. SDST ran up a nice 176%. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 baggers now. 9 baggers. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing, but you know, hey, hey, there we go, That's what we got going on. That is what we got going on. Ooh, MGRM looks like it's trying to move up a little bit too. MGRM did go down a bit, so looks like it's trying to. Looks like it might be trying to curl back up. Maybe. Let's take a look at it over here. Let's take a look at MGRM. All right. Looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. Looks like it's trying to. But, I mean, looks like it's trying to curl, but it ain't there yet. You know what I mean? It ain't there yet. So we're going to go back to SDST because I have a feeling SDST might be trying something else. It might be trying something else right now. Because SDST went crazy. Actually, you know, while we're at it, you know, let's look at HUBC. Because HUBC seems to be moving as well. HUBC currently 24%. Ooh. Looks like it's very light on volume. Let's take a look. Doesn't have any news so far, but it does have some. The float is reasonable at 9.65 million, but the volume is 4.97 thousand. Not 457,000. Not liking that too much, ladies and gents. Not liking that too much. It is moving up though. It is moving up. It is currently up 32%, but we'll have to see. It needs some more volume, in my opinion. Needs some more volume. You know what I mean? Right now it's 38%, ladies and gents. It's moving up, you know, but it's 40%. There we go. Come on now. I'm rooting for it. I am truly, but you know, needs volume, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's go back to SDST while we wait and see what HUBC does. SDST. All right, there we go. SDST currently had a nice movement upward. smack that 71 cent line over there, and then proceed to go back down a little bit. But it did have a nice run. SDST ran up a nice 176%. 176%. Good stuff. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Yeesh. All right. Let's get that share party, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that share party going as well. Let's get that share party going, ladies and gents, because we are still grooving right now. We got 9 baggers so far. I'm trying to shoot for 10. Let's see if we can. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can. All right, let's take a look at PHGE as well. PHGE. Oh boy. Oh my. Well, you remember how I said that let's shoot for that 10th bagger? Yeah, we got that 10th bagger just now. Well.
126.
Yeah, PHGE now 126.
Jeez. 130. Wow.
What's going on with it now? 138 now. Oh my.
Oh jeez.
Oh my.
Down, but it went to 138.
138.
Oh,
Well, you remember how I said? You remember how I said let's shoot for 10? Well, we shot for 10 and we hit 10. Now let's shoot for 2. Let's shoot for freaking 11. Let's shoot for 11. You know, ever seen that that TV show, Zack and Cody, from back in the day, where there's like a little meme of one of the brothers going, "Let's shoot for 40." PHGE, by the way, is now 160%.
It went to
160%. Has a bit of a top tail going on, but it did shoot up to a nice 160%. So I'm just saying, I mean, just gotta put this out there. The link to join and get the 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So, be sure to go check that out. And, already called 10 baggers. I'm just saying, it's there. Let's get that share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, I'm just saying. Be sure to check that out. We got the tools. We got the tools, ladies and gentlemen.
Show them the tools.
Yeah, take a look at the tools over here. We got the stonks over here, right? We got the beautiful scanner over here that gives you the percentage change, whether it's going up or down, the time in which it was done. Wall Dog says money well spent. Yeah, man. Congratulations, Wall Dog. Much love. Much love. PHGE, by the way, 162%. Yeah. So he said money well spent. Yes, sir. Yes, it was. Yes, sir. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check that 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $199. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. And by the way, yes, Wall Dog says money well spent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For the subscription. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wall Dog. I appreciate that. Wall Dog.
Woo!
Yes, sir. There we go. There we go, man. I'm glad you're making lots and lots of money, Wall Dog. Much love. Much love, much love. PHGE. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is our 10th bagger now. So, let's see here. All right. We got our beautiful, beautiful baggers over here. So, we have PHGE 160, GNLN 105, SDST, which we actually did a video on last Friday. We did a video on that one, 176%. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. MGRM 108%, WINT 146%, OP 162%, ALBT 167%, SQFT 216%, DARE 281%, and SONN 380%. Hey, what can I say?
Wow.
What can I say?
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, there we go.
Wow.
There we go. 10 baggers.
10 baggers.
10 baggers so far.
And it's not even.
It hasn't even, the bell ain't even rung yet. Already calling baggers, man. Well, hey, it be like that. DARE, by the way, now running up 247%. So, I mean, DARE,
Oh my.
well, DARE was
What's
hit a high of 281, but now it looks like it's trying to curl a little bit now. So, I mean, hey,
Yep.
who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? I mean, hey, hey. I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. But can you? Hey, can it break through? I mean, let's see if it can break through. Let's see if it can break through. Firstly, DARE has to hold that 821 mark and break through 1005. So it's trying though. It looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. Looks like it's trying to curl a little bit right now. And again, DARE has some news that they had positive interim phase 3 results highlighting the potential of Ovaprene novel hormone-free contraceptives. And also, a current report pursuant to Section 13 or 15D, a little bit of insider trading news, insider buying news over there. Form 8K, you got positive Ovaprene interim phase 3 results supporting a potential first-in-class hormone-free monthly contraceptive that they have going on. Their float is 8.43 million. Volume is 20 million and change, so the volume's a lot higher than the float. The float is reasonable, and it's currently up 250%. Can it break that 281% threshold, though? Because it's right there. It could. It could, in theory. Theoretically. You know what I mean? In theory. Mm-hmm. Could have. I mean, it has the volume for it, man. I mean, it could. Oh, wait. Looks like it's trying. Oh, looks like it's trying a little bit. It's trying to like flare it up a little bit. Say, you know, just start smacking the top there. You're like, oh, let me out of here. Yeah. That's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on. It's smacking that top right there. Smacking that top. Yeesh. Yeesh. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting ourselves all chilled. We're chilling. Just chilling here, watching the stunks. The stunks are just flying, man. It'd be like that. 10 stunks already. Called it. Whoop. There we go. Already called the 10 stunks. 10 stunks. 10. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we called 10. 10, baby. Yes, sir. So that's what we got going on. We're just chilling right now. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, currently DARE is now... is actually not DARE. Yeah, DARE. It's just trying to chill now. It's just trying to get up there. It is currently at $8.75. Has to break through that $10.05 mark. Just shy up to $9.05 just now. Can it break $10.05? Can it do it? Looks like it's trying to. Looks like it's trying to slowly but surely creep up there. A little bit of creepy crawly upward. Never hurt nobody. Never hurt nobody. Unless, of course, the bug bites, in which case, you know, then it kind of hurts. But that's not the type of creepy crawly I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking about this stunk right here. Think about the stunks. Yeesh. By the way, I found, ladies and gentlemen, since we're on the topic of creepy crawlies, I found a big old snake. Found a snake in the yard, ladies and gentlemen. Just chilling there. It's hot outside, so, you know, that's what it's doing. It's just chilling right there. It's just chilling right there. And looks like DARE is trying to break through. And yes, it did. 309%.
Oh, my.
309%.
Oh, dear.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh, boy.
I mean, we called it.
Yeah.
309%.
Hit a high of $10.40.
Oh, my. Yeah, hit a high of $10.40. Hit that 309% mark over there. Well. Oh, my. I mean, hey, what can I say? 309%.
My goodness.
I mean,
My goodness. Oh, my.
you got 200. We got two 300% runners. You got a 200% runner, and you got multiple runners that ran over 100% as well. So, I mean, I'm just saying. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 baggers that ran over 100%. one bagger that ran over 200% and two baggers that ran over 300%. I'm just saying, I mean, link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
Check it out.
4-day trial for real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99. Link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. Yes. Yes, the 4-day trial for only $1.99. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm not going to say nothing, but I mean, we're just made different. Just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, and can't nobody do it like us. I'm just saying.
Nope.
Can't nobody do it like us.
Nope.
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 No, sir.
Nah. Nah. I'm just saying, nah. Let's update this a little bit over here. It had this pennant over here and made a nice little curly Q up here. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, 10 baggers? 10 baggers? Ooh, 10 baggers. I mean, hey, it be like that, though.
Hey.
It do be like
My
that.
goodness.
It do be like that.
Crazy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord to get our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99, link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. Yeesh. Early bird gets the cash, ladies and gents. Early bird gets the cash. So we are chilling right now. We are chilling right now over here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want access to our, YouTube, you can check out our YouTube channel by going to the YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us there at Coaching Money. And we are basically live streaming there. We're making stock videos there, stock reviews, whole 9 yards. We're doing all that cool stuff. All you got to do is check that out. Check out the YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, we called on our YouTube channel alone SDST, which ran up a nice 176%, ladies and gents. Yeesh, ran up a nice 176%. And we made a video on that on YouTube. So, yeah, check out our YouTube there.
Yes, sir.
At Coaching Money. Yeesh.
Coach Dick Money.
Yes, and you can find us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, where we do live streaming and stock reviews and stock analysis. You can find us there at Coaching Money.
At Coach Dick Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on, let's see, you can find us on Twitch, where we do a lot of live streaming at Coaching Money.
At Coach Dick Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. You can find us there at Coaching Money.
At Coach Dick Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on, let's see there, TikTok, Tiki-Taki, a.k.a. the Tac.
Tac.
You can find us there at DBL Nicks.
DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks. And the screen name is at Coaching Money. Yes, sir. Actually, it's just Coaching Money. But yeah, you get the point.
Yeah.
So, that's it. Much love, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys tomorrow just to actually review. We call 10 baggers. PHGE 160%, GNLN 105%, SDST, which we did a video on, 176%, MGRM 108%, WINT 146%, OP 162%, ALBT 167%, SQFT 216%, DARE 309%, and SONN 380%, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Make a lot of money. Be greenable. And I hope all your dreams and aspirations come true. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Much love and peace out.
Peace out.